off edition of SBRforum.com's Where's the Action? I'm Dave Golikov. We are on to the Saturday contest. We're going to take a look at all four of these matchups, do some videos and predictions, and we'll start with the Toronto and Boston series. Now, I don't think I've ever seen the air deflate out of a city as much as I saw in Toronto with the Maple Leafs. I mean, the bandwagon jumpers were in full force on Thursday or Wednesday. It was for Game 1. And they watched the Boston Bruins completely shell-shock the Toronto Maple Leafs. And now everybody's wondering if Toronto's even going to win a game in this series. A lot of people were surprised when the Bruins were a 230 favorite, but I told you, if you read the previews, I said that this is actually a better matchup for Boston, even though they're a 4 seed, than who they would have had to play in the number 2 slot. They have now won 7 of the last 9 home meetings against Toronto. They've now won 12 of the last 17 meetings overall. But really, trends don't really mean a whole lot to me in this particular matchup. What really matters is the following. The edge in experience is on Boston's side. We saw it with all the wacky stats. Jaromir Jagr, for example, has more playoff games under his belt than the entire Toronto Maple Leafs roster heading into this series. So that just gives you a taste of how much experience the Maple Leafs lack. On top of that, you got James Reimer, who in my opinion is the weakest of the 16 starting NHL playoff goaltenders, going up against Tuukka Rask, who obviously played well in Game 1, but is the way he played this season, he's a Vezina Trophy candidate, if not the winner, although he's probably going to finish 2nd or 3rd now. On top of that, you have the edge in physicality, which goes to Boston. We saw them rough up the Leafs pretty badly in that game, and it looked natural for them. And when Toronto tried to match that physicality, it looked unnatural for them. In other words, they were getting out of position, they were giving up position on the ice to make a big hit, sometimes weren't connecting, and sometimes taking stupid penalties. So I think Boston knows what they need to do and how to get it done to get the job done here. I'm not going to lay the money line because the juice is high, although, if you're playing your Saturday parlays, maybe with the Kentucky Derby or with Floyd Mayweather, Boston on the money line is probably fine. Straight up, I will not take Boston on the money line. That's just, if you've watched the Where's the Action videos all year long, I don't lay that type of juice. But I will lay the puck line with the Bruins, and the reasoning is simple. It's just one reason. It's James Reimer. This guy is a piece of trash. He lets in wristers from outside of the face-off circle from Wade Redden. How many goals does Wade Redden have this season? We're not talking about Alexander Ovechkin or Sidney Crosby from the outside the face-off circle, unscreened shots. This is ridiculous. The Leafs goes, Reimer goes. In other words, when he lets in these soft goals, it really crushes this young team's confidence. And I don't see that changing in Game 2. You take a look at Boston, they're typically a low-scoring team, and they really try to make the most out of their scoring opportunities. In Game 1, they had 40 shots on net, and that's because they know that Reimer's going to let in these soft goals. So I would take the Bruins in Game 2. I think they're going to fire pucks from all angles on Reimer, and they're probably going to score at least 3 or 4 times again. So I take the Bruins on the puck line for Game 2 in this matchup. Make sure you check out all the other SBRforum.com videos, including our other 3 for the Saturday night contest in the NHL. Thanks for watching.